Hi guys, I'm Kendra Lee. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm not cooking anything. This is going to be a kind of mukbang, I guess, for what a vegan can have for Christmas dinner, as I know a lot of people are going to feel pushed out by their families at this time of year because they're almost going to be trapped into eating meat. So if you don't want to, I'm just giving you an array of things that you can have in substitution. So yeah, I'm just going to have a chat and talk you through what I have. So I hope you enjoy it because I've been cooking for a while. I don't know where to start. So we've got all the normal dishes. So you've got mashed swede, you've got like boiled cabbage, and then your roasted bits. What I have got that you can have at your Christmas meal is like this nut roast, which is quite yum. Nut roasts are quite easy to find. So this one I picked up at Sainsbury's or Tesco. But obviously you've got to read the packaging. Luckily this one was vegan. I made this I was going to say pecan, it's definitely not. Sweet potato pie, which is, I haven't tried, but I tasted the mixture and yeah, I know this is terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, so you see when I had the pumpkin pie, and I said that Americans are like leaving us out of stuff. This needs to go on the list because this is so yum. For this, I'll put up the recipe that I used. I was supposed to leave it to set, but I just didn't. But it's really good. For this, I used the same pastry that I did the pumpkin pie, the Lidl one, super cheap, and it's vegan. It was like half the price of the one that you can get in Sainsbury's. So that was all good. This is vegan stuffing, which I found in Lidl again. They're becoming a really good friend of mine. And they have two different types in their deluxe range. This one is wild sage and onion, I believe. I'll put a picture up somewhere. And I've tried both. The other one is an orange mix, and this one's definitely my favourite. Nut roast. And I'm not usually one to have nut roast either, but I thought for this I should probably give it a go. It's not usually my favourite thing to have on my plate. Got my roast potatoes, which I roasted with rosemary. My roast potatoes, I boiled them for about 10 minutes before I put them in the oven with rosemary and a sprinkle of salt. Halfway through I took them out and then I just threw them in flour to get the crispy outer. I've got plain parsnips, which I'm going to get my hands into. And then, so when I was planning this, I was wondering what I'm actually going to cook. And I was at work and people were coming in and saying, well, I was asking them what they have. And someone said they have carrots, and I was thinking, oh yeah, carrots like with honey is nice, like rolled in sesame seeds, and they have orange carrots. So I was like, tell me more. So I've tried my best. These are my burnt little oranges that I rested over the top of them as they were cooking. I haven't actually tried any yet. I laid them out in a baking tray, squeezed orange over them. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that taste. So I laid them out, I dripped some orange over them, and then I cut the slices and laid it over. It's just kind of nicely orange infused. They're really yummy. I'd do that again. Pork is amazing. So as well in here, I've got a roast onion. Roast onion, this is a garlic, so foolish. So I don't usually eat those, but I always like to put those in for like people who enjoy that. I've also got roast onion in the side. Other things, I'll have some cabbage on my plate. So I've got sprouts. And I I love sprouts and I don't understand why people don't. Like, honestly, they're one of my Christmas favourites. So these ones are just boiled because I was running out of time and I was getting tired and hungry and I just wanted to do this and eat. But these ones boiled plain. I think I put some bouillon in the water just to give them a bit of a well-rounded taste. But I usually also roast sprouts and that gives them a completely different taste to the ones that are boiled. So it's worth trying, but for this Christmas with my sprouts, I'm going to be pan frying them with red onion and tofu. What else we have on the table is cauliflower, and it isn't, I'm sure you can tell, just plain roasted. What I saw was balsamic glazed cauliflower, so I gave it a go myself, and it's so good. I'm not gonna lie, I tried the sauce before it all went together. And it just, it tastes so good. So what it is if you've ever tried to substitute kind of chicken wings for cauliflower, is that but with a balsamic glaze. So it's got honey, balsamic vinegar, some salt and soy sauce, and you roast the cauliflower as normal, but then at the end you take it out and flip it in the sauce that you've made, and it's so good. So I have my mashed swede at the front. I know a lot of people like to have swede and carrot. I'm really scared about dropping this in my pie. I just prefer it by itself, and then to have roast carrots or boiled carrots. There was one year that I was being really picky and I wanted my carrots cut into stars. So I was made to do this myself, and that Christmas all I ate was star-shaped carrots, and they were wonderful. And I would do it again. This is a cranberry sauce, which I made myself. It only takes 5, okay. The actual man labour that you need is about 30 seconds, because you buy a punnet of cranberries, you chuck them in a pan with some water and orange juice, and then chuck sugar in, and that is it. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes just to boil, and then you turn it off and leave it to cool, and then you're left with this jelly-like consistency, which I've never really liked it, but I put it on the table just to show how quick it was to do. This beauty here is something that I haven't tried before, but I quickly made it again, yet again with the Lidl pastry, which is amazing. And it is a mushroom Wellington. And even when I ate meat, I'd never had a pork Wellington. So this was definitely a new thing for me. Inside it is onions, mushroom and spinach. If you do it nicer than mine, with a bit more care, it's a really nice showtopper for a vegan dinner. I was gonna say that is it. It isn't. These are the most appalling attempt at vegan Yorkshire puddings ever. They did look better when they came out the oven, so I thought I should put them here to show you. And the texture and the taste is how I remember Yorkshire puddings to be. I would definitely say if you can find some vegan Yorkshire puddings, that is worth investing in, even though this was super quick to whip up and it has got the same taste. I want the little cup so I can put all my food in and then eat it in one go. That is everything. Oh, this is M&S vegetarian, but when I read the pack it said vegan gravy, which I haven't tried. I should probably taste it before it goes on my food. It's acceptable. It's very mushroomy. Yeah, it's very, very mushroomy. So if you're not a fan of mushrooms, I'll probably avoid it. But if not, just make your own. I usually can with a bouillon stock and some corn flour just to bring it together and make it thick. Of course, my best friend, ketchup. So let's get down and chow. I don't really know what you talk about when you're doing these, because I see lots of people and they seem to have an agenda. Mine is obviously just talking about vegan Christmas food, but maybe I can talk about my past Christmases. This is going to be my first Christmas as a full vegan. The last few I've just been a vegetarian. You guys are going to cuss me out so badly about the amount of ketchup. I'm so sorry. So last year was easier because although I was cutting down on dairy, I was still able to properly chow down on the cheese board, which was delicious. The first year I went veggie was the hardest one. Obviously, it always is, isn't it? But my aunt had reared 6 turkeys that I'd seen grow, which was quite strange. They were really ugly creatures. And she then sold them, and we had one on our Christmas table. And I feel like if I was going to eat something and I'd seen where it lived, then I should be able to eat it. Okay, the dog have outdone themselves with stuffing. That one is delicious. But yeah, I couldn't bring myself to do it because I'd seen it alive, and everyone was saying how amazing it tasted and how different it was from like shop bought turkey. Hers was obviously organic and free range. But yeah, I didn't want to. But I feel like if I eat meat, that would be the best way to know where it had come from. They had had a good life and had eaten well. Somehow, luckily, in my family, someone was on MasterChef, so they usually throw down in the kitchen for Christmas, and I just happily go and eat, whereas I'm not expected to cook. So I enjoy it. There's no carrots on my plate. Christmas has never been too fun for me because I feel like it's almost like New Year's Eve, in that you overthink it's going to be this wonderful event and it never kind of lives up to your expectations. That sounds like I had such a sad childhood. I didn't, but just, I don't know, the recent years family coming together has always been more stressful than necessary. And I feel like this Christmas will be interesting because I think at this point in my life I'd prefer to spend it with friends. So I might ring them, send them a picture of this and be like, food at mine. Right. So I cook this well, the bottom's flaky. It's okay. I'll alter my recipe and try again before I post this, but it just could do with more flavour. It's very vegetable-y. I just realised I'm properly shoveling everything in my mouth. People usually take the mick out of me for having such a large gob. But I mean, it means that I can taste everything at once. I just realised I have no mac and cheese, which is upsetting. It would be a fake cheese. Christmas dinner, mac and cheese, it will be coming. Mushroom gravy. It's very boring gravy. I'd actually even suggest to try a different one. The M&S one isn't the way forward for me, I'm afraid. I'm someone who definitely saves the best for last. This pie. I might actually have a problem by thinking about it. Like, pie is my downfall. I love pie. I love pastry. I love different fillings. But this, someone said they were going to bring me some sweet potato pie, and they didn't. So I was like, I'll make it to put with my Christmas meal. This is divine. It's kind of, I'm not sure if you would mix it with other food. Put some gravy on it. There's going to be an American watching this like, no, don't put gravy on it. No, don't put gravy on it. So thank you for watching my Christmas mini feast. If you've got any questions, just drop it in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer. Whether that's recipes or where I got anything from, let me know. Other than that, like and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.